Okay, everybody. So, as I texted, the plan for what we're doing tonight and going forward is that we're going to do the Quiet Year, and then we're going to do the Delphum wrap up, and then we're going to do character creation for Dungeon World, and then we'll play. And after the first arc, we'll go back to another space thing with Nate and Jack and Monique. Um, and the Quiet Year, we may be done today. It may take a second session. I'm not sure. Um, so, what is the Quiet Year? The Quiet Year is classified as a map drawing game. The idea is that over the course of the game, a year will go by, and basically, what we're doing is we're designing the world we're going to be playing in when we play Dungeon World. So, the only things in our Dungeon world that are established right now um, are the fact that magic exists, that it's not widespread. So the level of magic here is like Lord of the Rings or The Witcher or King Arthur, where magic is a thing, but it's relegated to only specific people know it, and some people go their whole lives without seeing any magic. Number two, humans exist and are the most plentiful race. They're basically the same as real humans. Elves exist and have pointy ears. All the other details about elves will establish at some point. Do they have gills? Can they all fly? I don't know. We'll design it as we go. Dwarves exist and have beards. That's it. We don't know anything else about them right
Can they
now.
also be clean
Halflings,
shaven?
huh?
Can they be clean shaven or they all have beards?
I mean, sure, they could shave, but we would have to figure out what that means if a dwarf shaves. Does he do it because he's been kicked out of his family or what? Like, these are things we'd figure out. Um, Halflings exist and their max height is 4'6". Um, that is pretty much it for our world. That's all that's established right now. Everything else will be designed over the course of playing the Quiet Year and over the course of playing the actual Dungeon World game. So far more so than the last game, we're going to be designing things on the spot. We'll make a decision about this is the way things have always been, and that'll become part of the lore. If you go to the top right of your screen to the open book, which is the journals tab, you should have one labeled the Quiet Year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can click on that. There's a series of tabs on the left. First one is the rules. The second one is actually, here you go. Here's actual playing. Um, Third one is a summary of what a turn looks like, and the third one is the all the lore that we're making up. Um, so most of that is blank right now. I'm going to be editing the nouns section as we go, but that is for all the things that we make up so that we have a place to put it. So what are the rules? Well, we are playing as right now as everyone. The six of us are playing as everyone. So there isn't a GM and players right now. We are the individuals, we are the community, we are the gods, we are nature, we're everything. And we're playing as a community rebuilding after the collapse of civilization. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make decisions that will get added to the map, and we're each going to have to remember how to draw on the map to change things over time. And let me just, I guess, get into the mechanics of how it all works. So, the opening to the story is for a long time we were at war with the Jackals. Now, finally, we've driven them off. Somebody just moved the rules on me. Please don't do that.
What does that mean?
You guys can edit stuff, and somebody moved rules from 0 to 1.
It wasn't me.
Oh, Chris.
Probably was
It
Chris.
was. It wasn't me.
We've driven them off, and now we're left with a year of relative peace. One quiet year with which to build our community and learn how to work together. Come winter, the Frost Shepherds will arrive, and we might not survive the encounter. Then the game will end. But we don't know about that yet. What we know is right now in this moment, there is an opportunity to build something. The Jackals, the War, and the Frost Shepherds are whatever we want them to be. They are abstract concepts the game uses as reference points, but they don't have any defined meaning. So when this is saying we were at war with the Jackals, that is whatever strife we want it to have been leading to the opening of the story. And the Frost Shepherds, which indicate the end of the game, are whatever event we want to be causes the end of the game. They just decided to name them something. They aren't anything. Our tools are the map, our turns, and the calendar. So the map, I'm going to activate that now. So the X is the very center of the map. The circle is where our community is. Everything else is outside the community. The idea of this map is that everything within the community is very close together. Whatever we draw outside is further away. As we get further away from the community, the idea is that the units of measurement get more and more. So something that's like right here on the map might be close to the community, and then this might be 10 miles away, and then this might be 100 miles away, and then this might be 200 miles away. There's no defined units of measurements on here on purpose. It's whatever we want it to be, but the idea is if there's like a house here, something here isn't necessarily really close. It could be really far away, okay? Because the idea is that we're not going to use a gigantic map to do this. The very first, when we initially start, the very first thing we're going to do is establish some of the basic landscape, and then we'll start the turns. When we draw, we're going to draw mountains and forests and whatever, and we can use whatever symbols we want. The game doesn't want us to use any words, but symbols are fine. Turns. Each turn represents a week. Only one person goes each turn. The turn summary explains how play works from week to week. And all these things should be hyperlinks that you can click if you want to go look at that. The calendar. There are 4 phases of play called seasons. We're using the calendar on Foundry to keep track of everything. You can open that at any time by holding down Alt and pressing C to open up the calendar. Okay. If you double click on the small calendar, it becomes the slightly bigger calendar. Also, if you press H, when you are not in a screen, your character should raise their hand. Everybody test that out. You see on the bottom left your hands raising? Okay, in fact, I'm going to change that so that I get a pop-up.
Wait, how do you do it again?
Just press H on your keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now if you
What
do
was the calendar thing again? Because I thought you said Control C, but it's not doing anything.
C. Alt C.
Alt C doesn't do anything either.
Well, it should be on the bottom left of your screen.
Me either.
The calendar.
I don't see any calendar.
It should say Spring 1, 2025.
I must have X'd out of it before, and now I don't know how to bring it back up.
Alt C is supposed to bring it up.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get it to work either.
Hold on, maybe it's set to like only DM or something. Everybody should be able to view it. Is it hiding behind something?
I can't tell.
Is there anybody who can see it?
I can see it, but I didn't close out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I close it and press Alt C, it pops up.
There it is.
No.
Yep. I don't know what was going on with it, but on the calendar, okay? There's 4 seasons. It's the standard seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. On this calendar, they are set aside as months, just because it's easier for what we're doing. The 4 seasons. Each day on the calendar is actually a week. So each of the 4 seasons has 13 days, which is actually 13 weeks. We have 6 players. Each of our turns takes up a week. There are 6 days in a week. That's in the game. We'll probably do 7 days because that makes sense. But we're doing 6 days in a week. That way we can keep track of the turn orders easy. So if you actually open up the bigger calendar and look at it, the days of the week are named after us: Ryan, Smashy, Chris, Travis, Teresa, Joe. I rolled to determine what the play order would be, and if you look at the chat, you can see the rolls as proof that I really did it. Okay, so that's going to be our turn order. And yeah, okay. When we do things, we'll have projects. The projects will take a certain number of weeks. When our community starts a project, I'll add a note to the calendar to indicate which week it will finish. Each week we get closer to completing it. A project completes when we reach that turn right after the player plays their card. We're not necessarily going to play 52 turns, because at some point in winter, we're going to randomly roll the Frost Shepherds. And when that happens, the game immediately ends. So we're only guaranteed spring, summer, and autumn. Winter, the game could end suddenly at any moment.
How does that happen?
You'll see.
Okay.
Well, that's the next tab, the play tab.
Oh.
This isn't understanding like how to play right now. This is understanding the concepts, because this is a different game than anything we've ever played.
Got it.
Okay. So our role, when we play the Quiet Year, we don't control specific characters or act out scenes. Instead, we all act as abstract social forces within the community. At any point, we might be representing a single person or a great many. This is about the social forces and the impact on the land, rather than being about specific individuals. At the same time we're playing in the community, we're also looking for opportunities to introduce new and interesting challenges to the story. It's our job to make sure there are always difficult decisions to be made and uncertainties to be explored, as we introduce interesting challenges and figure out how to address them. Tensions will emerge and ultimately reveal the character and future of our community. So understand, the point here isn't for everything to be hunky-dory. We are designing a world. We want there to be problems, especially because we want our characters, when we start to play Dungeon World, to have something to do. So we want there to be problems, and we want the people to be working to solve them. And the pace of play just kind of defines how they've come up with what happens in each season. Okay. So play. For the first week, we sketch the terrain. We're going to establish general landscape. We're supposed to talk about it for about 2 minutes to figure out the general terrain and habitat. And then once we agree, each one of us is going to introduce a detail about the local terrain and put it on the map. And then we start. Well, no, actually, I'm wrong. We don't start right there, because next we have to do starting resources. So let's just start. Let's start with the terrain. So to keep the map simple, I have just a flat grassy field to start with. I have a timer, right? Yep. I'm going to set this for 120 seconds. Start. What kind of terrain do we want this to be? Where is this?
Maybe forest?
Okay, Teresa says
Forest with a river?
Forest with a river. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking like a forest, river, valley sort of situation.
Mountains
Forest,
on each
river,
side?
valley.
Hmm
Okay.
Yeah, like we're
Okay.
Like
so
in Skyrim?
we're a community built on the river or near a river.
I would say like
Ooh.
right next to the river.
Okay, so it doesn't run through the town; it runs on one side or the other.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The
we're in a
east side.
valley. We're in a valley
on
on
the
the
other
east side
side
of a
of the river,
river,
though?
in between two mountains.
Mountains.
We don't have to figure all that out right now. Just
Well, it's just
focus
like
on one thing.
if we're not settled on the other side of the river, there'd have to be a reason, right? Because otherwise,
We will figure that out. We'll figure that out.
later.
We don't-
Very swampy over there.
Yep,
Okay.
okay, I'm stopping the clock. Everybody on the top left, there should be a drawing tool.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
The draw freehand is probably the one we're going to want to use. Who said river?
Me?
Okay, Travis, why don't you draw the river to the west of the town? Now we said not through it, but I mean if it went through like at this edge or something, that's not bad. Or over here, wherever you think you should go through, but it should go through the east side of the town.
So
And I would say
vertically?
don't start way up at the top. I would say start here, and we'll probably add to where the river goes after.
So I'm going vertically though, yeah. Up and down.
Yeah, we said we're on the east side of the river.
Okay.
Okay, we have our river.
Beautiful.
Teresa, you said forest.
Uh-huh.
Are we in the forest or next to the forest?
I don't know.
You got to decide right now.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
We're in the forest.
Okay.
We're tree people.
Yeah.
Okay, then you've got to spend some time drawing trees in a circle around the town.
In the whole circle?
Around the outside. You said we're in the middle. You made that choice. Now you're stuck with it. Start drawing trees, bitch.
No, where do I draw the trees? Like inside this whole circle?
No.
Oh.
You think there's wait, hold on. You're telling me we didn't clear any trees before we built our village?
Which tree
I'm saying
houses?
I'm talking about around the outside, right?
Oh, the outside. Okay.
Who said mountains?
How do
Me.
I draw? What's happening?
It was Teresa. You go
No,
to the
Smashy.
pencil on the top left. You go to like freehand. Okay, Smashy, why don't you draw like a row of triangles outside? But you have to figure out how far outside you want them to be. So remember, the idea is that the units of measurement get further or bigger and bigger the farther away from the village you get.
Okay.
So if you draw them like this close, then the
Mhm.
mountains are really close.
Right.
If you draw them out here, maybe the mountains are like a few miles away, and if you draw it out here, you'd be like, oh yeah, they're really far away.
Okay.
So I don't think we want them that far out, but it's up to you how close.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we got left? Chris and Ryan. What do we have left to draw here? We did mountains. You guys can add add more. We're supposed to each add a feature. So what features do you guys want to add to this start?
How do I save the color? Just click outside of it?
Smashy, you don't have to bother with the bottom of the triangles. We'll know what they mean. Just do like
Oh.
upward arrows.
Okay.
How about
I
a
want-
big,
There we go.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
how about a big hole in town that nobody talks about?
Nice.
Sure. Draw
The
a
pits.
hole somewhere in the town.
Nobody
Chris
talks.
is Chris is
goes to the pits anymore.
Chris is moving on to like the advanced stuff before we even get to the game, but that's fine. Ryan, what about you?
I had said swamp on the other side of the river, on the west side.
Okay. Draw
Draw
something
swamp.
to indicate a swamp. I don't know. Wavy lines, maybe?
Swampiness. Yeah.
Ooh, the mountains go across the north, but the river's going north-south? Interesting.
Ooh, river goes right through the mountains.
Sure.
I don't know how to draw trees.
You had a good
Teresa,
one, like your first
Teresa,
one. And
you're
then now you're
doing
getting
way
wild.
too many details.
How do I draw a tree?
Just do
I mean-
a vertical line with 2 arrows, like the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I mean, you made it green. That's an awful lot of work already. Chris,
Trees
that's
are
the
green,
worst,
Joey.
That's the worst hole I've ever seen, Chris.
Where's this hole?
Freehand hole.
Yeah, he can't even fucking see. Ryan
Green
can't
hole. Oh, way
see.
over
Oh,
that.
it's
there.
right here.
It's way out of town.
No, the town is all the brown.
Okay. All right.
It's in middle
Inside
of
the
well,
room.
not the middle, but it's in.
Oh, should
In
my
the town.
swampiness be a little further?
Oh my god, these trees are
Let's
really
see.
bad.
Another feature.
You want help, Teresa? Can I also draw trees?
I would love it if you drew trees.
How do I change color?
Go to the freehand. Or no, not
Yeah.
freehand. Go to configure drawing. And then the stroke color. And then once you pick whatever color you want, make sure you click configure default.
Apologies, I don't see configure drawing.
It's the wheel
It's the gear.
at the very bottom of the options for drawing.
Oh, I had the calendar blocking it. Okay.
Travis and his fucking calendar.
Stupid calendar.
All right. So my turn. I mean, if we've got all of this, then we must be here because there's a mine.
What's this? The pink? The mine?
What are you talking about?
The pink color, the squiggle lines.
That's yellow.
Swamp.
The what?
Swamp.
Swamp.
Oh, okay. Joey, every time I ask a question, you talk
Is that-
over me.
Was that
Swamp.
pink? That
It looks
looked
pink to me.
I thought
It's
it was
fuchsia.
gray. Oh.
All right. I built a mine hole. All right. Next thing. Next
It's hard,
we
isn't it, Travis?
Yeah.
Next, we each need to name an important resource for the community, something we have in either abundance or scarcity. Some examples include clean drinking water, adequate shelter, fish. Choosing a resource makes it important if it wasn't already. If you pick anti-venom, it becomes something our community wants and needs. After each person names a resource, we will choose 2 to be in abundance. The other 4 are in scarcity. Players who name the 2 resources in abundance will draw them on the map, while the rest of us figure out how to draw the lack of 4 resources in scarcity. Remember, common symbols are fine, and we'll keep track of abundances and scarcities on another page of the journal. And then I've got shortcut links there so that you can look at them. So let's go in order of the weeks. So Ryan, name something that's going to be in abundance or scarcity.
Grain.
Rain?
Grain. Yeah, grain.
Grain.
Wheat. Yeah.
Grain. Okay, grain.
Yeah, I heard
Smashy.
rain too.
That was been good.
Fish.
Fish. Chris, something that isn't food. We've already got 2.
Go to acorns.
Okay, acorns.
A ton of acorns everywhere.
Travis,
I can do abundance or
you don't get to choose right now. You're just naming a thing.
okay. Iron ore.
Iron ore. Okay, Teresa.
Lumber.
Lumber. You guys are picking stuff that's going to be hard to be in scarcity, given where we've decided
We've got
to-
mountains, trees,
which means I'm going to go with
rivers.
anti-venom. I'm going to use the example of anti-venom. All right. Only 2 of these are in abundance. Which 2?
Lumber.
Lumber.
Doesn't make
Yeah.
sense otherwise.
Yeah.
Well,
That'd be
no.
weird
What do
if
you
it
mean?
wasn't.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense?
Lumber and acorns.
No, I mean these could be shitty trees that are useless,
Yeah, they're pines. Maybe they burn easy.
or
Tons of anti-venom.
all the trees are sick and they're useless. They've
think-
got some disease. So don't make decisions. We'll decide how it's like that later.
Lumber and fish are in abundance, in my opinion. Anyone else?
Yeah,
Is that
I
what we
like
want
it.
to say? Lumber and fish.
Yeah.
Sure.
Lumber and fish are abundances, which means our scarcities are grain, acorns, iron ore, and anti-venom. I mean, I agree it's funny, but at the same time, like anything that's random, we're going to have to come up with an
Yeah.
explanation for why it's important. Look, maybe in this world, acorns are fucking important.
Wish I had a better.
Acorns for
Answer.
our money.
That's what I was thinking.
I was
Your-
thinking we
your
were doing
answer
all
is fine.
abundance. I got confused.
It doesn't matter. This list is going to change while we play. All right,
like-
so who said lumber? You like what, Ryan?
Me?
I like the things that are scarce.
Yeah, I think we got
What we
Did the list update for you guys?
Nah.
sorry,
Where should I be
forgot of
looking
it.
at a list?
Under nouns.
Yes, it did.
I see. Okay, got it. Yep.
I just want to make sure it updates as I type it in and save it. Okay.
Yep.
So Ryan, you've got to draw our lumber abundance, which, well, you can decide how to. I have an idea, but you should decide for yourself how you draw that. And Smashy, you've got to draw our fish abundance. The rest of us, okay.
Oops. I mean,
Wait, Joey, who's doing lumber? I thought I was supposed to do lumber.
Oh, I thought Ryan said it. You said it?
I don't know. Ryan, what'd you
I
say?
did not. I did not.
said
say
grain.
lumber, I said grain. Yeah.
Oh, that's
okay.
right.
So Teresa, you're drawing lumber.
So I'm just drawing where it is abundant.
You're drawing something on the map to indicate our abundance.
Like there's a bunch of fish right here. That we
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
Like-
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Well, okay. Let me help.
Okay, okay.
One thing that could indicate our abundance is the river has a small lake or something in the middle of it where the fish pile up, and that's where we fish. And maybe it's right here on the river, and that's where we fish, or there's a tributary that comes off of it and makes a lake right here, or something,
Mhm.
or maybe there's a spot where we just built a whole bunch of fishing huts or something. Like you get to decide what this
Okay.
looks like.
Does this look
Ryan-
like piles of poop?
Or Teresa's
Not
drawing
supposed
poop.
to be.
That represents our logging efforts, the poop. Okay, so lack of grain. I think that's hard to draw, but I mean, on one side we've got a swamp, so there's no growing grain there, and the rest around us is all trees. So I
Mhm.
think the answer is we just don't have any soil that's good for grain. So I think the way we draw that is that wherever we might end up having our road, let's just do that. And then the idea is that represents our basically empty grain silo. Okay?
Beautiful.
That's the representation of our empty grain silo. How do we draw a lack of acorns? Acorns. What kind of trees do acorns grow?
Oak.
Well, we
No,
didn't
that's
decide
why. Because we have pine.
that. Okay,
That makes
all right.
sense.
We have an abundance. So why does it matter that we don't have acorns?
Chris?
Because everyone loves acorns.
Are they good toasted?
Acorn is a cure for antivenom.
Ooh.
A cure,
A cure
for
for
antivenom?
antivenom?
Okay, so it's
Deterrent?
poisonous?
Acorns, yeah,
Venomous.
poisonous, venomous.
They're venomous.
We're a lack
That's
of
fine.
we have a lack of poisoned
yeah.
acorns.
Antivenom, yeah. Okay.
Maybe they're high in nutritional value.
Okay.
Or they're
yeah,
used. How about they're used to make antivenom?
yeah, used to
Okay.
make antivenom. All right.
There you go.
And our
so
trees are
lack
full of
of
snakes.
So Chris, I think just draw an acorn with an X through it.
You got it.
Okay. Lack of iron ore. Our mine is like blocked or something. Like we can't get in, or there's a monster in there.
Wait, why can't I be the one that comes up with it?
Okay, Travis, why can't we get to our iron ore?
I was gonna say because there's abnormally large mountain lions and human-sized tarantula caves.
Oh God.
Draw them. Draw
shit.
tarantulas and mountain lions.
Fuck.
Travis, come
Wow.
on.
Literally signed up for that.
Well,
also
that was
hate
my
drawing,
guess, and then
by
you
the way.
started. That was my option, and then you started taking credit for it.
The rules are on the scarcities we work together.
You gave everybody else the job though, and then you just took mine.
No, abundances they're supposed to do.
But Chris got to do acorns.
Hydro grain, that was Ryan's.
Ryan, you let him do that to you?
Yeah, I hate drawing, so this is great.
Oh,
I was
Yeah,
very
Travis.
Like,
Sorry.
yeah, I hate grain.
Chris, why are you drawing acorn outside the town?
We'll move it.
Okay.
I just need some space here.
Smashy, do the mountains end right there, Smashy? Is this the edge of the mountain?
No, that wasn't my idea. No.
And do the mountains go really fucking far away?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want to
Here,
draw
hold on.
a couple
I
more
want to add a little
mountains-
more.
Yeah.
Because I want our whole community to be right behind, like, the mountains.
So we're missing anti-venom. Which I guess should be like a teardrop shape with a line through it. Remember, every drawing has to be either green or red so that Ryan can't see it.
Mhm.
are you not seeing a lot of things here, Ryan?
No, I see him.
Just so you know, Ryan, I'm designing the next space map in mostly shades of blue to make it easier for you to see.
Ooh.
It's like all the
Very
buildings are
inclusive.
all the buildings are orange and the map is blue. So you should have no problem. All right, nice acorn. We got no acorns. We got no anti-venom. Got a big hole. We got. I guess that's a cat. All right,
Yeah,
and
I was gonna say, is
tarantulas.
Okay.
Okay. If it wasn't for all this lumber and fish, we wouldn't live here. Okay. Okay, we're on the first week. Ryan goes first. Okay. So Ryan, you need to go up to the top right to the rollable tables
Okay.
and click on spring.
Yep.
And go to the bottom and click roll. Okay. So here's the turn summary. You can read that, Ryan, or listen, either way. So he rolled. We have to work through. He has to work through the result. And then step 2 on your turn is that we deal with any projects that completed this week. Unless your roll says otherwise, the person who started the project does this. And then step 3, Ryan takes an action. He has to either discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project. We'll get to that when we get to that point in the turn. Let's start with what he did. So you got to either pick the first thing or the second thing, Ryan.
Okay. There's another community on the map.
And then it says or, so you're choosing one of those.
Okay. I see the second part now. Let's do the first one.
Okay.
There's
Another
another community somewhere on the map. And they're going to be... they have to be in a circle, or they can be like a little outside it.
The circle is our community.
Okay. Sure, a little bit more.
Does everybody understand the concept of the expanding map?
No.
I mean, like how things that are
The brown represents our village, the brown circle. And then as we get further away from that, the distances, like the units of measurement, increase. Does everybody
Right.
understand that?
yes.
So the
I guess
first square might be 100 feet. The second square might be 100 yards. The third square might be 100 miles.
I want to put this other community like up here. You can see where I'm
Okay,
pointing.
you're still
like right at the.
you're literally inside our town is where you're clicking. So you're still not understanding.
Okay.
The circle is our town.
Okay.
Or town.
So they can't
So
be
this-
inside our town.
You
Okay.
could put it like right outside. Like,
Got it.
If you put them there, then they're like a mile away. If you put them here, they're like, I don't know, 10 miles away or 100 miles away.
Let's put them like here. I want them to be like,
So they're in the mountains.
yeah, in the mountains,
mountain people.
like
Fine.
20 miles away, something like that. Like not so far, but not real close.
Okay. So draw something there to indicate that town. And you've decided it's 20 miles. So I can't help myself. I'm going to put a 20. They are 20 miles away. Okay, what sets them apart from us?
They live in the mountains for one,
Huh?
and they are cannibals.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Okay.
Not-
Let's see. How do we represent that they are cannibals?
Body parts.
Two people, two little stick figures holding another stick figure above their head.
Angry person.
Yeah.
This is fucked up.
I started drawing a person.
Well, the good news is we have no reason to be worried about us coming up with problems because Chris and Ryan are both insane.
I didn't say anything.
Okay. That's just the first part of this turn. The last part of your turn is that you have to take an action. Okay. So discovering something new means you have to introduce a new situation. That may be a problem, an opportunity, or a bit of both. Examples. There's a dried up well at the edge of town. Mangy wolves have been slinking around the woods at night. Self-declared prophet arrives. That's it. That would be a discover something new. Hold a discussion. There's no reason to have that this early in the game, but we'll roll what order we go in. Everybody gets to weigh in once. 1 to 2 sentences. The discussion never results in a decision being made. Everyone weighs in and then it's over. because that's how conversations work in communities. Untidy and inconclusive affairs. The third thing you can do is you can start a project. You're going to choose the situation, declare what the community will do to resolve it. There is no agreeing or disagreeing. The community simply begins work. As a group, we decide how many weeks the project will take, and we put it on the calendar. And there's examples for that too. You guys all seeing where I'm reading from?
No.
Under play, the last 3 sections are discover something new, hold a discussion, start
Okay.
a project. You choose one of those 3. So Ryan, which one do you want to do?
I want to do start a project.
Okay. What's the project?
It is trying to convert some of the swampland into farmland.
Okay. Terraforming. How long do we think that should take?
Month.
A month?
I would say
Okay.
multiple months. I was thinking,
Okay.
but depends how big the project is.
Yeah. What do you guys want to say? You want to say like 6 turns, 8 turns?
Probably like 8.
Good to me.
Sure.
Added that to the project, so 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be on the 9th. Convert some swamp to. So that you guys should see on the calendar a little 1 on the 9th.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Everything's working. Okay, who's next? Smashy. Go to the roll table. You know how to get there?
Under play. Spring.
Yeah, you can just click there,
And then-
click spring, and then click roll.
Okay.
And the one Ryan got should be grayed out now. Yeah, it is.
Um,
I'm really happy with how well I had to set all this up because there wasn't like a module for it. And the roll table is fucking great.
so,
Like you
so do I just roll, like to
You
press
click
the
roll.
roll button
Yep.
in the, okay.
all you do is press roll, it rolls a D13 and it gets you one that wasn't already chosen.
Okay, what am I not doing correctly?
It's just roll on the bottom right. It's just roll.
Oh, I see. I was clicking the wrong.
So you get to pick one of the. That's what the or in the middle means. So you see a good omen, what is it? Or you see a bad omen, what is it?
I'm gonna say I see a bad omen, and it's 3 dead birds.
3 dead birds. Okay. Where are they? Where are they found?
Me. Let's say they are found right there.
Okay, in between the poop. Okay, draw 3 dead birds.
On it.
Okay, no projects complete because it's only week 2. And then when you're done with that, Smashy, you have to choose discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project. You did seagulls. It's the only bird I ever think of when I see that.
Head. Well, that didn't really. I don't love that. Do I need to put anything else? Well, we know those are dead birds.
Mm,
It's either that or a little bit of swamp over there.
It's the
yeah.
same color.
We know.
Okay.
That's fine.
Just put like an X above them.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, and now I have to discover something.
Well, you can do any one of the three. You can look at the examples under play.
I'll do discover something new. And what are we said these are mountain lions and tarantulas we have up here?
Yes.
I've discovered a baby mountain lion and a baby tarantula that have joined forces because they've been abandoned.
Okay. What I'm going to do here is that we've got baby mountain lion.
Wait,
and
so they're on the same team
baby
against us?
tarantula.
No, they just
who
been they were abandoned by their families and they're on a team together now.
This
And
is
they
a
just-
discussion.
Okay. I'm trying to understand what that means. Them being on a team or whatever.
It's like when you see
maybe we don't know. Hey, we don't have to know.
We just see them out in the forest together. Is that what you're saying?
yes, that's what I mean.
Hanging out together.
They're
Okay.
hanging out being buddies, and normally they're not
Yeah.
buddies.
Right.
The
Okay.
Lions and giant tarantulas.
But these are
walk
babies.
the- Is there any other situations I should add to our situations list? The swamp we're taking care of. Oh yeah, we have no acorns. No acorns for. Are we deciding it's tarantula anti-venom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should
I
be.
think that's what we're deciding. We have no acorns for tarantula anti-venom. Those are our problems. Oh well, no, I don't need to write down the grain because that's something lower.
Should we? Oh yeah, we already have the cannibal village. Okay.
Yeah, I'm also gonna write mystery hole. No
Mystery
one
hole.
talks about. We know about it, but nobody else knows if anybody else knows about it because they don't talk about it. All right, whose turn is it? Day 3. Chris.
Chris, you got it. You can do it.
Roll.
Yeah,
I click roll.
he knows how to do it. He's been paying attention.
Yes, Chris.
It didn't do anything.
You have to
should.
go from in the go to play and then go to the spring rollable table, and you have to scroll all the way down, and there's a bar that says roll.
Play. There's nothing in play.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Spring.
I'm also looking
rollable
at the same
table.
thing.
All right, got
It's-
it.
Yeah. Scroll all the way down.
Never sleep. Who was unhappy with this arrangement and why? Or what natural predators roam this area? Are you safe? I think I'll go with natural predators because I don't want to get into where people sleep.
Okay. At my aunt's house. Ha ha ha. Okay. Add another natural predator. Fuck these people up.
Mm,
First order of business should be finding a new town to live in.
Well, what about all the fish?
And lumber.
How about herds
Bear.
of bears? Herds of bears.
Okay. Where are the bears? Are they
They're
swamp bears or forest bears or mountain bears?
forest
Or
bears.
whole bears?
Forest bears.
Okay. Where are the draw the bears? Forest
Good.
bears.
They're bears.
We got bears to the south. We've got tarantulas and mountain lions to the north. Cannibals to the northeast. In the only safe side of town, we found 3 dead birds. Great. Yep. Those buffalo
Buffalo bears.
bears.
Like a standing bear.
Okay, Chris, you're drawing too much. You've got to do the next part of your turn.
Alright, what's next? Pick a thing?
Yep.
I don't know if we have enough to have a discussion about anything, do we? Start a
Yeah, I
project.
mean, there's a bunch of weeks to this. We don't need to do that yet. Start a project, discover something new.
Alright, let's new situation. How about community leader goes missing?
Okay. Community leader is missing. Fine. Okay, that's it. Travis, your turn. Oops.
All right. All right. So I can do all of the things on here, or I have to pick one question or
You
two
do
questions.
one or the other. There's only 2 things.
Okay, so it's that or that. Okay, got you.
Yeah. If you buy the game, like and play in person, like it's much more obvious, like on the cards. But we don't have
Okay, so there are children, and their role. Um. Hmm. What would the role of children be?
Be
Hey.
cannibals?
They fish.
Fit in small places.
They learn
Control.
early to help with the grain and the fish.
We don't have any grain.
Oh, that's right. That's not an abundance.
They learn that we don't have a lot of grain, so they gonna be hungry.
Yeah, they mostly help with the fish then. I think that makes sense.
Fishing children.
And they learn combat early
Fishing
because of the mountain lions and the
fighting.
spiders.
Fish
We've got-
combat.
Right.
Ninja fisherman?
Our army of fisher fighter children.
Wielding children.
Children, go into the forest and bring me back 10 giant tarantula heads and some fish. All right. Great.
So I move on to the 3 thingies.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's start a project to either, I guess, a fighter mountain lion fighting force, mountain rangers or something like that.
Okay, so our project is to make basically a unit of mountain lion hunters.
Yeah.
Okay.
specialized hunters that
Well, how long is it going to take
on
us
their
to train them?
border.
Train hunters to hit them.
3 weeks.
Anybody have any thoughts?
What?
Nope.
Yeah, mountain lions aren't that hard.
3 weeks.
3
Okay,
weeks.
I was my
develop
initial thought was
weapons and train.
3 or 4. So if everybody's on board with 3, so train mountain lion save.
We don't need them
Right.
snatching up on any of our fish fighting children.
Right, and we don't have anti-venom, so we don't want to deal with the tarantulas yet.
Yeah, that makes sense. But maybe we should put up like a fence or something.
Well, that's if the tarantulas don't live in the mines, and I think we don't know whether that's true or not yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we know we don't have the iron ore, but we don't exactly know why. Teresa, your turn.
Oh boy.
Why are you nervous? Aren't you an English major?
Yeah. What's that mean?
Don't you know how to think of things?
We don't do this in English class?
Write stories. You just write stories all the time, right?
um,
It's a good one.
Wow,
Hmm.
I'm jealous.
Hmm.
That's a very interesting one.
Yeah.
um,
Sinful or dangerous activity. Tarantula fucking.
Yeah.
All the children are dead.
um, I think she would try to convince the other children, because they're learning to fight, to
so
try
she
to
is a
take
child.
on. What?
So she's a child.
She's a young girl.
Yeah, I mean she could be 18 or 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're saying she's a child.
No, I'm saying she's young, but she's.
How old is she? Tell us.
She's 17.
17,
Okay.
so she's a child.
Okay. And she tries to convince the other children, Joey,
Uh-huh.
Childs.
to take on the what are the animals? Tarantulas and what?
Giant
Cats?
tarantulas,
Mountain lions.
mountain lions,
bears.
and bears. Oh my.
To take on the mountain lions to help the village.
In addition to the people we're training.
Yeah, she thinks that they could do it so the adults can focus on the tarantulas and the bears.
We have a project that's going to complete in a couple of weeks where we're training a unit of people to hunt the mountain lion.
Oh. What are we not hunting?
Well, we decided we were waiting on the tarantulas because we don't have anti-venom.
Oh.
It was too dangerous. So my plan was to make a squad that would fight the mountain lions. So you
Wait, I have
could try to fight bears or something. That's just.
I have a better one. I have a different one. She convinces the kids to build some kind of a raft so they can sail downstream to find a new place to live.
Our children are abandoning our village.
No, they're going to scout. They're scouting.
Sinful or dangerous activity? Sure.
I think it's dangerous.
They're Huck Finnan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
River.
Okay. 17-year-old girl convinces the kids to sail downstream to investigate.
No,
Which way is downstream?
Away from the mountains.
Okay. So
It says tries to tempt many, so it doesn't say if she succeeds or not. I think she's in the process of trying to tempt them.
Okay. Right. How does the community respond? So how does the community respond?
We don't think that they're trained enough to go on their own, so we try to stop them.
So we throw her in the hole?
So you
So I'm
gotta,
asking, how does the community respond? So she's trying to do this. She won't shut up. She's trying to convince the kids to sail away. We've only got like 60 people in this village, and she's trying to make our fishermen leave. So
We
how
give
does,
we give her other tasks to do, so she's away from all of the kids.
okay, so she's
Force her to join the mountain hunting
Yeah,
party.
yeah. She's
At a young
just
age.
old. She's just barely too young,
Okay,
so we
right.
let her in early.
okay. She's added to mountain hunting line duty.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to give her a name?
Margot.
Argo. That's good enough. Okay. That's not only the first half of your fucking turn.
Oh, sorry, it took a long time.
Take an action. Discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
Mm. I want to discover a new seed.
Okay. A new seed is discovered. Any other details on that, or is that it? It's fine if that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
We don't know what it is yet.
We discovered a new and strange seed. What color is it?
It is yellowish brown.
Okay. Okay. I always hit the month button instead of the day button. My turn. Hooray!
Ooh, good job.
I couldn't believe I rolled myself last. I was like, whatever.
Makes sense.
There is a disquieting legend about this place. What is it? Or alarming weather patterns destroy something. How and what?
Mm.
We've had an awful lot of bad news, so I don't want to do the destroying thing. A disquieting legend about this place. They say that at one time, this area was ruled by the Lord of the Hogs, and one day he will return. Okay. And then no projects complete. Discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project. I want to start a project. I'm going to send a few people by the safest route possible to trade some lumber. To trade some fish for acorns. So how long that takes is going to depend on how far away they have to go. So how long do we think that should take?
not long.
So there and back a week?
That's too fast.
I was
Weeks?
thinking like 2 weeks at least.
Fish.
2 weeks?
Is it by boat or by
Trade.
carriage? Wagon.
Ryan says by boat. What does everybody else think?
I think that would make sense, but if we are selling fish down the river, wouldn't wherever we end up have a lot of fish too?
Plus, how do they get back?
When the fish go bad,
Well, it'd be quick to go down, but then going back up would take a while because we'd have to row against the current.
Wouldn't the fish go bad? Do we have salt? We must have salt. Can't you salt
Yeah.
the fish and then it's fine?
Yeah. I would assume
Sure.
if we're trading it.
Yeah, this part of the mountain here is actually some salt mines, and there's no tarantulas there.
Okay.
So we have to
I'm
go-
adding salt to our abundances then. We've just decided that that's true. Travis, draw a salt cube.
All right,
cube?
Salt cube.
Salt cube.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't think the kind of salt you mine normally is edible,
And-
but this salt is.
Is it in cube
It
form?
is.
Oh, that Himalayan pink salt.
Ooh.
Oh wait,
Didn't
I'm
they find
doing
out that's
stupid.
poisonous or something though?
Oh, you did every day.
Freehand. Why is it
I
doing?
think it's poisonous.
How do I erase?
So
I was
why-
doing freehand and it was like doing like a triangle or something. Why?
to the
You go to the
square.
you go to the selection tool at the top and click it and delete it. What was I
Selection
writing?
tool.
It's the top one.
I see.
Projects. Sending people to trade fish for acorns. Alright.
Why is
Put
it
that on the
doing that?
calendar.
Don't want that.
Travis, could you stop doing that?
I don't know what it's doing or why. So I go to freehand and then it starts drawing like I don't even know how to explain it.
Freehand drawing.
Got it out.
Let's try again.
Okay.
There we go.
Why wouldn't you just select the square tool?
Because I
Draw
wanted to
square.
freehand it, you son of a bitch.
He's like
I don't want
complaining. He's like, I'm trying to draw a
portrait
square
salt
using the
cube.
free. I don't want to. Oh, you made an actual cube instead of just a square.
Yeah.
I think the drawing tool doesn't work too well when the edges are very close together. I think is what the problem was. All right, we have finished the first the first 6 weeks. What does everybody think of this game so far?
I
like it.
love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Good.
We need more good
Good.
things to happen though. We're in rough
Mhm.
shape here. No one wants to
Yeah.
live here. Our
We've gotten-
children are trying to leave.
All right.
Where is
Mountain
Sleep?
lions
They
are
were lured
joining up with
away.
spiders to.
Hey, this game's going to last at least 40 turns. We've only done 6, so there's going to be a lot that's going to change. I'm sure by the end of this, we won't all have been eaten by the tarantulas. Ryan, roll the dice.
There we go. Group has the highest status in the community. What most people do to gain inclusion, or there's distinct family units.
So I listened to some other people play this, and they made it so the most like highest rated people in the village were the bakers, followed by the musicians. It's like, what the
Nice.
fuck? So like, it doesn't have to make sense. You can do whatever you want.
Group with the highest status. I'm gonna say the blacksmith.
The blacksmith who has no iron.
Yeah, but he's
Okay.
still very highly regarded.
Okay.
And to join, it's by birth. The only way.
Okay. I forgot. I meant to put Margot in the individuals. Blacksmiths. Highest regarded group. Joined by birth only, not marriage.
I guess married. Yeah, marrying in or being born into the family.
So all the babies. get
Everybody
married.
wants to marry the blacksmith family.
Okay.
Jeez.
Everybody's just marrying babies. You get married at birth. Okay. All right. What thing? Mountain lion hunters. So Travis, you have to say how that resolves.
How did that resolve? Okay. They have found that the mountain lions have been in abundance due to the abundance of mountain goats. And
Okay.
so the rangers have been capturing goats and then using them as bait. And now they're trying to domesticate the goats for milk and stuff.
Okay, so mountain lion rangers, they capture goats to trap lions. Now they're also goat ranchers.
Yeah, yeah,
Mountain lion rangers are goat ranchers.
yep.
Okay. So I'm going to change the situation to say that only giant tarantulas are blocking the mine. Mountain lions still exist. Abundance goats. I think take the mountain lion off the map.
Sweet.
Mountain lions still exist.
Okay, so we still have a baby
They're a
mountain
non-issue
lion.
now. Well, it's on the run somewhere.
Yeah, that
It
still
hasn't been
exists.
resolved
They
yet.
didn't kill it.
Okay, phew.
You could
Let's
send
see.
out a project for that, Smashy.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, sorry.
Where do I want to write this? People, places, situations, events. I think I just want to do one for environment. Environment. I'm just going to note giant tarantulas, mountain lions, not a problem. Here's just because they should come off the map, but I don't. We didn't exterminate them; they still exist. Oh, you're not going to delete it,
Oh, I can delete it. Yep.
Ryan? Still your turn. You got to do the third part now.
Does discover something you have to be? I mean, it says it might be a problem and opportunity, but then it seems to indicate when things get too easy, then you can add a new issue. I was thinking of having a better thing. All right. I'm gonna
It's
say,
just it's warning you to not always have it be something good. Is what it's saying.
got it. Okay. I'm gonna say, we discover cave full of mysterious crystals.
Okay, just mark where that is.
Okay.
We've found a cave with mysterious crystals. What color are they?
They are bright purple.
Oh, it's in the village too.
Yeah. They're like hidden. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to draw.
So
here.
when you say it's a cave, is it like a hole or is it actual like a cave in a wall?
It's like a hole in the ground.
Another hole?
Another
Fuck.
hole.
Small hole though, like you wouldn't ever
different
notice it
hole.
unless you like fell in it.
You
Essentially,
should have just done it with the inside of the other hole.
Yeah, I thought about
Nobody
it.
talks about the other.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to disturb the lore of the other hole.
Inside the hole is a secret hole.
Right, inside that hole. And inside that hole is
hole
yet
inside of a
another
hole.
hole. And then inside that is the Hole Lord.
Okay.
Lord
I'll
of the
return.
Holes. Alright, Smashy. Roll a dice.
A hole and a
He
B
just
hole.
wrote cave. Ooh.
Okay, okay. Old piece of machinery. Um, something to like, help till the ground or something.
Okay.
For helping with our farming.
Okay.
An excavator.
It
Magic
wouldn't help
hoe.
with farming.
It would help change the land. Aren't we doing some terraforming or whatever?
That's going to be done in a week anyway.
Oh, okay.
What do you really, Smashy should be telling us what it does, and we can figure
Yeah, I was
out what
joking
it does.
anyway. It'd be silly to have found an excavator.
Yeah, it's just a old piece of machinery. We think it
Plow?
can be used. Yeah, like a plow.
Like a 1-horse plow, or like a runs
I was
on
thinking
something?
something bigger.
Huh.
I imagine we have something, but maybe I just don't know what that would
Okay.
be.
But it's broken, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we found a broken multi-plow.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Project completes. Trading fish for acorns. That's me. So acorns are still in scarcity, but we now have enough acorns. I'm going to add this to our situation list. That let's see. Where's the thing about the tarantulas? Okay. We now have enough acorns for an anti-venom project. Whatever that project might end up. But we now have enough. I added that to the tarantulas thing. We now have enough acorns to do an anti-venom project. Okay, Smashy, your turn.
Okay. I want to start a project.
Okay.
I want to investigate how we can use some of the marshy growth
Uh-huh.
as like a deterrent for cannibals.
Okay.
A anti-cannibal lotion, if you will. Lotion.
Mm.
Okay. Investigate marshy growth to make anti-cannibal lotion. All right. I
Nice.
think that such a thing would not be easy, and that should take some time.
I agree.
Long
My
in this game, a long project is typically like 6 weeks. Something could be longer.
thinking 6 weeks.
Sweet.
In the alternative, we could split it into 2 projects where one has to be completed first before the other.
Mm-hmm.
So one could be like finding something we think would work, and then the second would be like actually making it.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we want to just say it's 6 weeks?
Mm, um, Let's just say it's 6 weeks.
Fine with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New thing. Title: Anti-Cannibal Lotion. All right, that was. Smashers. Okay, Chris.
Um, Restore your phone. I think our community lacks. It lacks. It likes weapons. That's why we're all blacksmiths and stuff.
Good one.
Okay. Scarcity. Weapons. Okay. And the project is converting a swamp to farmland. That's Ryan, right?
Mhm.
Okay. How does that resolve?
I would say we convert a small area, but not as much as we thought. We discovered the water is I don't know if I'm using the right word here, brackish due to the salt mine.
Okay.
It was more difficult than anticipated. So
Okay.
a little bit of area, but not much.
Looks like you've got you got to figure out where.
I'm gonna say like near the
Right there.
yeah.
Get rid of that. Can you switch your color to like yellow or whatever to make like a green field there?
Yellow, there it is. Oh, didn't work right now. I have to hit something after I select it.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. Chris, pick one of the 3 things.
So how does the discussion work? I pick a situation, then we take turns talking about it, then something gets marked on the map, or how does that work?
You go first. Everybody weighs in once with a statement of 1 to 2 sentences. If you open with a question, you go last. If you open with a statement, that's it. And then it says mark the situation with a small dot. I don't give a shit about that. It's just that we're not supposed to be like chatting details about this stuff except for during discussions, and we've been pretty good about it so far.
What's the point of it? Just to elaborate on a situation?
Well, when we have the conversation, everybody can like choose. I represent so and so, and we think blah 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 blah. It's the for us to show how
Build
different
a
areas
story?
of the community feel about something. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can take the grain off the scarcity. I'm not going to add it to abundances, but we have some grain.
So if I say like, what's wrong with 3 dead birds or something like that?
Yeah.
Sure. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. So now you need to go to the roll tables again and open up the one for players.
Uh-huh.
And roll to see who goes first. Me. Let's see. I will represent. So we can make up groups if we want. Right now we have 4 groups. We have the blacksmiths, the mountain lion rangers, the grain farmers, and the fishing children. And I'm going to represent the blacksmiths and say, I don't know why we'd spend any time on that. We need the anti-venom so that we can get into the iron mine.
Risa.
What?
Your turn.
Oh.
To add to Chris's thing.
Oh, I wasn't listening. What am I doing?
We're talking about the 3 dead birds. You gotta pick a perspective and
Joe picked the
discuss.
blacksmiths and said that we shouldn't worry about the birds because we got to worry about the acorns and anti-venom.
Oh.
So you can pick something to put yourself behind and say, give the perspective of that group of people.
I think since they are coming from the forest, that perhaps they contracted some sort of bad food or something. So we should be careful, but not spend too much time on it.
What group are you?
She doesn't have to represent a
She doesn't
group.
have to? Okay.
Nope. Somebody just said what she said. That's fine.
Okay.
Ryan.
I'm gonna pick the fisher people, the people that do fishing, and they're very religious, and they think it's an omen from their god, and very disturbed by it. And soon the fish will start dying. That's what they think.
Okay.
But me, sorry, I stepped away. I want to represent the village elders, and they believe that it's a bad omen because the birds, they fly out of our mysterious hole, and if they fly north and live, then it's a good year. But if they're found dead, then it's a bad year.
Travis, you're up.
I'll represent the Rangers, and due to their patrolling, they've noticed more birds to the north, and I think they are avoiding something in the area to the east that may be involved with killing them. The best thing they've come up with so far is they think there is a weird caterpillar species they haven't seen before in the area.
And I'll represent the old folk, and they want the birds to return to the hole from whence they came.
So the old folk and the village elders are not the same people.
No.
Okay. There's the
They
village elders
want
that people listen to, and then there's the
birds
crazy old folk that
fed.
no one listens to.
This village has only like 60 people, and yet we have
Yeah.
village elders.
Two
and
groups of
old folk.
elders.
Oh wait,
There's village elders.
can I go back and say what group I'm from?
Sure.
Okay, I'm the teacher.
Okay.
So like
the teacher.
the teachers. Yeah, I think there would only be one.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
Okay. Individuals. Teacher. Fine. All right. So let's see. Situation. Caterpillars. All right. I'm trying to keep this updated so that when you're doing stuff, you can refer back to any of this to build off of it. We've got a lot of unique stuff going on, so the mystery hole no one talks about. I guess we talk about it now. It's where the birds come from.
We don't
Sure.
like to talk about it.
So I'm getting rid of mystery hole. Birds fly out of the mystery
But
hole.
that birds that then die, or I guess I shouldn't.
They're birthed there, like magically? Is that what we're saying?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Right.
They
Birds
just
come out of the
fucking
hole.
come
They
out of
normally
there.
fly north, but now something to the east is killing them.
Have your own
Okay,
discussion.
let me reset this table. All right. That was the discussion. And okay, so now we go to the next person. And that's Travis.
Oh, sweet. Still in spring.
Yep.
Okay, roll. Someone new arrives who or two of the community younger members get into a fight. What provokes them? I'm gonna go with the second thing. Margot gets involved with a younger girl. We'll say she's like 15 because she thinks she's the one that tattled on her about her wishes to sail down the river.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. She argued with a 15-year-old girl. I guess Margot is a goat farmer now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or goat rancher. Margot the goat rancher. Okay. No projects complete. Travis, one of the other three things.
Let's discover something new. And I want to name the young 15-year-old Lara. Lara. And she has been secretly testing herbs on herself and has discovered a grove of lavender that has extraordinary healing properties.
Okay.
Should I draw where the lavender is?
Sure. Adding to abundances. Healing lavender. Teresa's turn.
Okay. The little spring. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Little spring?
Yeah, a little spring.
Okay.
It's like a little like a fairy spring, if you will.
A fairy spring?
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean?
What's a spring?
It's a little spring.
What do you mean by that?
It's
Nothing
like
Zelda.
Well, a little water feature.
yeah, a little like a little fountain, but made by nature.
Oh, okay.
Where is it?
It's over here.
A hot spring?
It's not a hot spring.
Cold
Oh.
spring.
I thought a
Ooh.
spring wasn't near a river.
Where should it be? By the mountains?
It can be near a river, but the water in the spring comes from under the ground.
Let's put it up here. Should I draw it?
Yeah.
Hold on, we don't want it to be brown.
Click on that picture, and you can see how the water in the spring comes from underneath.
Does that look like a spring?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, no projects complete. Oh, gotta add the places. Oh yeah, I forgot to add Cannibal Village to the places.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other two places we have are Spring and the I don't know, Community Cave,
Crystal Cave.
Crystal Cave. I guess I should also put the Northern Mine on there too. Okay, Tracy, you have to do the third part.
What's the third part again?
Just look at the instructions. I'm doing something.
Ugh.
I've only done 10 rounds. Created this whole cheat
Oh,
sheet
I want
for
to
you.
look into the seed. I want to do research.
Okay. Seed research. So I think that figuring out what it does would take as long as it would take to grow whatever it is. So how long do we think that would take, guys? At least 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the east.
I'd
Yeah.
say longer to
Long-
actually
yeah.
figure out what
Longer?
it is.
Yeah.
Do you want to say 8 weeks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Add new note. Determine what seed. Okay. All right. Turn. There's only 2 left. A young boy starts digging in the ground and discovers something unexpected. Old man confesses to past crimes and atrocities. What has he done? Yeah, old man founded Cannibal Village.
It's pretty obvious what he's done.
Uh-huh. So individuals. Old man who founded Cannibal Village. No projects complete, and then I have to say what happened or start a project. It's tough because I really want to get back to the missing community leader. I haven't thought of anything that's good for that.
You fell down the hole.
Yeah.
Ooh,
finally
yeah,
went there.
that's good. Good.
They found the sandal.
No.
I found a
He
sandal.
comes back. He comes
Oh.
back.
Good too.
He comes back. People. Oh, and he hasn't talked to anybody. Just like came back and went home. Community leader who
Covered in bird
fell
poop.
down the hole
Bird
and came
poop.
back.
No, we'll talk about
That's
it.
it. That's my whole thing. So he's just one of the people now. So our people with Margot, Lara, teacher, old man who founded Cannibal Village, and community leader who fell down the hole and came back. All right. Last day of spring, Ryan.
I'll roll for it.
Or last week of spring.
Gonna go for. Can I put the ocean on the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the
As
ocean.
long as you promise you understand how the distance thing works.
Yes.
He promised.
He kept trying to put Cannibal Village inside our village.
He promised, which means if he messes it up, we can make fun of him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it like down here, like
Oh, the ocean's
two.
south. Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, the river runs south.
Alright.
Well, if that makes sense. Like 200 miles away or something like that.
Okay. Jesus Christ, Ryan, why are you doing this such a complicated way?
That's the ocean.
That's the ocean. What else about it? What does it look like? It looks like an ocean. And then discover something new. One of the volcanoes, actually, excuse me, one of the mountains up here is actually a volcano. And the spring is hot.
He made it a hot spring.
Yes.
Why the fuck do we live here? There's a volcano? You guys see what I did to the ocean? Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Just made a square and told it to fill in.
Oops, I think I just
Okay,
draw.
draw a volcano, Ryan. Fuck.
Smashy.
How do I delete?
It's
Click
gonna
on
be
I'll figure it
the
out.
select drawings button at it's the top right
Okay,
There you go.
tile.
I did it.
Draw hot lines on the spring too.
Oh yeah, good point.
So now I have to go back to the spring and change that to hot spring. And then
Still beautiful.
places we've got
Oh yeah.
ocean, and volcano. No projects complete. And okay, discover something new, start a project, start a discussion. Have a discussion. It's your turn still.
Oh, my discover something new was a volcano.
Oh, you're right. You are right. Wait a minute. Why does it have Ryan on the first? That doesn't make sense. would my calendar do that?
It should be
It should be smashy.
smashy. Yeah.
Let's see. Do that. Why would any calendar do that? I don't know what an intercalary month is. See if that does it. No, it didn't do it.
Oh my god, is the puppy barking and asleep?
Yep.
Aww.
You can hear him from there?
I hear him.
I hear him in your
Oh.
mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hear the woof woof.
New puppy?
No.
No,
Same.
my 4-year-old dog
Yeah.
is a puppy.
Yeah, gotcha.
He's a baby.
I don't know why every month starts on Ryan. I'm trying to find a setting here that would make sense. Somebody look up what intercalary month means.
Or calorie.
Yeah, C-A-L-A-R-Y.
Extra month added to a calendar to align it with the seasons or solar year. Ancient Egypt intercalary month was 5 days in common years and 6 days in leap years.
Okay. Hold on. I think I got it.
Leap day is an intercalary day. Oh, I didn't know that.
And then the year settings. Hold on, for some reason it was set to start. Start Christmas. That is a weird. So there are some calendars that have like a month that only exists some years.
Yeah. Because then I think they've proposed that for even changing our calendar. Like you have every month have the same number of days, and then the last month is like just a really short amount of time. And then that one is where you would vary like leap years and leap seconds and all that other bullshit. Intercalation is timekeeping. In timekeeping is the insertion of a leap day, week, or month.
Weird. That should be right now. Okay. So Smashy Day. Roll summer. She
Ooh.
gets to roll the first summer one.
Go
Yay!
Smashy.
Ooh. Do not reduce project dice this week.
think I'm gonna do the second part.
So I'm moving all our 2 existing dates. I'm moving them. Go ahead, Smash. Yeah,
No, you're fine. I was just reading and thinking. I think so measures to keep people safe and under surveillance. Try to set up a watch and burn some lavender for good things to happen.
Okay. So situation. So the predators are probably. Well, are they the cannibals, the tarantulas, or the bears, or a mixture?
I would say a mixture.
Oh no.
Bears are afoot, and we're burning the healing lavender for good stuff. All right.
Laura's gonna be so pissed when she hears about this.
You burned it? That's what
no, I
was
said
using
it was
for the-
good.
That's what I was using for the anti-cannibal lotion.
You're gonna sell these for a bunch of money. We're burning it?
Shut up, Lara. Go tattle on somebody.
Fuck.
All right. I got rid of the grain silo because Ryan fixed that.
Oh yeah.
No project complete because everything got delayed a week. So discussion, discovery, or project.
I want to discover something new. A traveling salesperson comes down the river.
Okay.
And he sets up shop for a few days or something. It's got good
Yeah.
stuff.
So that actually sounds like you did a 1-week project.
Okay.
Is what that sounds like. So you're going to resolve that on Chris's turn. I'm not going to bother
Sounds
writing
good.
it down because we're going to resolve it right away. Okay. Chris, roll on summer. So Smashy Eels will be the second project this week.
Where's there? All right. Outsiders arrive in the area. Why are they a threat? They want the river.
Okay.
How are they vulnerable? They don't know about the swamps.
Okay. So groups, outsiders who want the river. They don't know about the swamp. Fine. Project completes. Anti-cannibal lotion. Who was that? Okay.
So
How does that resolve?
it goes well. It works. But we don't. It's hard to make, so we don't have a ton of it, and it kind of turns you a little bit green.
Trying to figure out where to write that. Let me see. I guess what I'll do is add a third category. So we've got abundances, scarcities, and I'll just make a new one for stuff we have. How's that sound?
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Anti-cannibal lotion that turns you what color?
Green.
Okay. Okay. Traveling salesman.
We end up buying some new vegetables to plant.
What kind? Pick one. It doesn't have to be real. Make it up.
A catberry.
Catberries. Done. No other thing. Or wait, how big are they?
They are the size of bowling balls.
Okay, what color?
Purple.
Purple. Bowling ball, purple size, and they're fucking berries, not like plums or something. Even plums are too small. They're berries. Okay. All right. And then the last thing on Chris's turn.
Every year there's a sacrificial lottery. Or something happens to one person.
Oh man, that's discovering something new, huh?
Yes.
He discovered
Something
a tradition
happens?
that's existed
Like, are they-
forever.
Yes.
Are they sacrificed or?
Well, do I detail that right now, or is that something for later?
I mean, if you're saying it's
So
every year,
projects?
then I guess this is when it happens. So in the second week of summer, let's see, I think I had a thing for events, didn't I? Yep. Sacrifice Day. Is this a volcano thing?
No, this is their outcast. They leave the village in search of something.
In the second week of summer. Okay, so it's not a
Pilgrimage?
sacrifice?
Well, they're outcasts, so kind of is. Not a permanent
Okay.
sacrifice, I suppose.
So every year in the second week of summer, one person is outcast.
Yes,
Okay.
What is their goal?
that's a
He
discussion.
doesn't. We can talk about it later. I added it to our events that exist. All right, Travis, roll.
I clicked the wrong thing. Summer. Contingent within the community demand to be heard. Who are they? What are they asking for? Or contingent within the community have acted on their frustrations. What have they damaged and why did they damage it? Is it permanent? We'll go back to Laura. The first one. She demands that we stop burning the lavender because it's valuable and we can sell it. But she demands to be in charge of the herbs in the village.
Okay. Where did I write that? Where did I put the burning lavender thing? Oh, there it is. Lara demands that we stop burning it, and she wants to be in charge of lavender. So I think the next time that comes up has to be a discussion.
Okay. I want to start a project to secure the hot springs and to find uses for it.
Okay. How long do we think that's going to take?
Not that long.
Like 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Who do we have to secure it from, though? The cannibals?
It's near the cannibals, the mountain lions, and the spiders. And also the volcano.
Burn the lavender.
More than 2 weeks.
So
Well,
I think
my
they
answer's
just
more than
gotta-
2 weeks. I mean, if dealing with the tarantulas was easy, we would have done it already.
Mhm.
What I think, how about this? That 3 weeks, but it cannot complete until we have anti-venom.
Okay.
Everybody good with that?
Sure.
So, secure hot spring must have anti-venom first. So change the date. Okay. All right, Teresa, roll.
Oh, wait, I gotta go back to summer.
Go back to summer.
Well, not back. I have to go to summer.
Ooh. My 2 favorite ones so far have both been Teresa.
Um,
Yeah, those are good.
well, what if I said my seed was something that pollinated very easily, so we ended up with many seeds and it was food.
So,
So
we-
the project is starting like a giant garden.
well, we don't know what happens to the project until it ends.
So, what do you mean?
We have a project going right now that ends in 3 weeks that says determine what the seed does.
Oh, it's not ended yet. Okay.
Right. It
You can
ends in
say
the 7th
leave
week.
that idea for when that ends.
Okay.
Whose project was it?
That was
It
mine.
was hers.
Okay, yeah. So you still get to do that. You just have to wait until it finishes.
Okay. Okay.
So
I
this
just
is saying
assumed.
either start a new project relating to food production, or do an army thing. So basically, you get to start another project for free right now, in addition to whatever you would do on your turn.
Okay, so we don't have any weapons, so I think I'll start a project related to building some weapons.
Okay. So weapon wise, I think then you have 2 options that can either be ranged weapons, wooden weapons, or it's going to have to be something dealing with the spiders in the mine. Because the reason why we don't have iron right now is because the tarantulas are stopping us from getting into the mine. So
Well,
which
I
of
mean,
those
we've
3?
plenty lumber, so might as well do some kind of wooden weapons.
Wooden weapons, great. So I think that would be then a pretty quick project because we have so much lumber.
Mhm.
So I think if we're making basically wooden spears and shields, right?
Yeah.
What do you? I mean, 2 weeks, guys. I mean, it shouldn't take too long. The blacksmith's got
Yeah.
nothing to do.
I think
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, not too long.
Okay, so project making wood spears and shields. I'm assuming the rangers already have bows, but the spears and shields would be great for defense.
Mhm.
So that's going to be on the 6th. Wood, shields, and spears. See how this all like comes together and builds on each other?
Mhm.
Nice. I like it. That's why I wanted to do it, obviously. Why am I still talking? Nobody knows. End of your turn?
Yeah.
The final thing? You get to
Oh, sorry.
discover something, start a discussion, or start a project.
Well, I just started a project, so.
You could do another one. That
Um,
was your role. That's a
no, I
different
know,
thing.
but hmm. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
Then do a discussion if you don't know. Look at the list of situations and turn one of them into a discussion. We'll figure out something that should be done.
Are we already doing anything about the cannibals?
No, we have anti-cannibal lotion. That's it.
Okay, yeah.
We could talk about what that is and what it does to them.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Okay.
what happens? Do they die when they try to eat the lotion?
They try to eat it, kills them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Teresa, what you need to do, you asked a question, so you need to go to the roll tables in the top right. It looks like a bulleted list. Click on players and roll that table so we can see what order we go in. Banshee.
So we're just discussing what the lotion does, or the cannibals in general.
So she says she says I want to know what the lotion does to actually protect us from the cannibals because
Okay.
nobody's seen proof. Now understand that since this is a discussion, whatever you say is true in this discussion. So understand that you are making reality as you talk. You don't have to. Last time we all ended up representing somebody. You don't have to. You can just say something, and you're a random person number 3. Like it doesn't matter. Or you can represent a group. It's up to you.
The lotion it stops us from tasting good, and they take a little bite or lick, and it's like blah, gross.
How did you test this?
No. This is.
They tried to eat me wearing this, and
Where did I write? Where did I write? Oh yeah, stuff we have. It makes us taste bad. Okay, Teresa, roll again. Teresa, you can't. You got to go last. So roll again. Travis.
do we know what the lotion's made out of?
Yeah,
Swamp gunk.
What is it?
From the
Swamp
marsh.
gunk. Okay.
That's why it turns you green.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what's the what was it, cat berries or whatever?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What are those?
They are bowling ball sized and purple.
They're just fruits. Okay.
Yep. Oh, Smashy, you should draw where we're growing those too.
Ooh, okay.
My idea was that we noticed they were avoiding the catberries, and so we mixed those with the swamp muck and noticed that they weren't approaching anybody wearing the lotion.
Okay. So the anti-cannibal lotion that turns you green is made from swamp gunk. Works better with catberries. Right?
Sure.
Because we had the lotion.
Just trying to
before
come
we
up
got
with
the
a
catberries.
reason or a way that we would know that they don't like the muck.
Who cares how we know?
I know, I'm trying to come up with something though.
Sure. Okay. Teresa, roll. Ian.
We discover that taking a soak in hot springs removes the lotion, and then they enjoy eating us still.
Okay, hot spring washes it off completely. Okay, roll again. The Rangers accidentally realized that now that the cannibals know that green people taste bad, that just making yourself look green works, and you don't need the lotion.
Nice.
Very nice.
Chris.
If someone does eat someone with the lotion, not only does it taste bad, but they get diarrhea for weeks.
Causes intense crisporuria. I can't spell diarrhea. Wow, that's a tough fucking word. How do you spell diarrhea?
DIAHREA.
That's what your heart.
That's it? That's diarrhea?
I think so.
Does that look
No,
right?
no, that's not right.
No,
No?
that's not right.
There's more
Is there H in there, maybe?
letters. Oh, there's two R's, okay. It's DIARRHEA.
Yeah, okay, got it. What a fucking
Yeah, pretty
tough word.
close.
It's a spelling bee stumper. Spell cumflation.
Use it as a
What?
sentence.
Use it as a sentence. Where were we?
Teresa did her discussion and we're done.
Oh, yeah.
Discussion, I think. Oh
Teresa
no,
hasn't
she
gone
still has
yet.
to go.
Yeah, she has to go.
Oh, I have to go?
You go last.
Okay. So I noticed that even though the lotion was washed off from the hot springs, it stained all of our skin a little green.
Okay.
Ah.
So we're all just a little
If
bit
you
green.
rub it on you and then you take a hot spring and the cannibals stay away from us because
Yeah,
they
so
think
that's
we have it on us.
Yeah, that's a new definition or a new piece of our community.
Yeah, we're a
is
little
that
green.
All of us are a little green.
Talking about that, I think.
That's a permanent thing about our people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my turn. This will be the last turn. So when I said, "Yeah, it might take us 2 weeks," like I think we'll finish next time, but I can't be sure of that.
I'm not sure.
But I mean, I'm having.
At least we know how to
month,
play
so I don't
now.
care. Yeah.
Really?
Okay. What?
Sorry, I was yelling at my cats.
Someone new arrives. Who? Why are they in distress? Someone leaves. Who? What are they looking for? And someone new arrives. Why are they in distress? Okay, I got it. The person is. His name is Hopkins, and he's the only survivor from a
Of the hole?
village
Oh.
to the east, destroyed by caterpillars.
Nice.
Okay. No projects complete, and the blacksmiths go to Lara and they say that if you can use the acorns to make anti-venom, then we will support you being in charge of the lab. They're the most powerful people in town, so how long does it take Lara to make the anti?
3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, because you think she would have to test it, right? So
Yeah, let's say 4 weeks. I don't want this to be quick. Uses all the acorns. Remember, we didn't have a lot. Okay. Lara uses all the acorns to make anti-venom. In return, she's in charge of lab. That's not on the calendar. I'm going to add that to our projects. Okay, before we wrap up, could everybody look through the nouns list and let me know if there's any details I'm missing? Because whatever we don't write down, we're going to forget next week. So just kind of read through it and let me know if there's something, a detail or something I should add.
old folk, they want the birds back in the hole. That's the funniest thing. I love that's their note.
It's funny though, like a lot of the stuff we don't really have any notes for, like especially
Yeah.
the places. We've got 2 notes: ocean to the south, and our
Yeah.
community. All of us are a little green, and that's
Yeah.
it. We haven't done
Where-
anything with races at all yet.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Yeah.
all green.
Yeah.
We're the green people.
Where are the goat farms, by the way? Are those located in particular
Oh,
spots?
we didn't put
Or
that in the
ranches?
place. It's gonna have to be where the mountain lions were, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere.
So, Travis, you want to
to the
put that like
north.
right here next to the hot spring?
Sure. I don't know how to draw a goat.
Can we define some of these events as part of our play here?
Like what?
Discovering something new, can that be definition of like who the jackals are or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's one of those things though. I mean any of that kind of stuff that comes up like organically, like we had determined that the anti-venom must be something we need for the spiders and that the acorns must be something like that came up not like as part of the main mechanics. It just came up because it's like, well, it just makes sense that if we've got these things, that must be what they are.
Hmm.
So it doesn't have to be a project, you know, but every now and then I try to ask for like one more detail, like what color is it or what's that person's name or whatever, just so we can build things in. When we're done with this, we're going to have lots and lots of holes. And that's going to be fine because one of the main things in Dungeon World is a move you can do called Spout Lore. And the idea is that when you're like, I want to roll so that I can see what I know about this, if you succeed on that roll, you decide what you know about it, and whatever you say is true.
Nice.
So, like, one of the mechanics of the game is like, I'm going to say, you find a mysterious whatever, and you'll be like, have I seen these before? And we're like, okay, roll Spout Lore. And if you succeed, you're like, yeah, I have seen it, and it means this. Like, and we add that to the game. So we'll be filling in stuff all
Sweet.
the time. Yeah, I think that kind of thing will help us also to remember stuff because we've all kind of made it up together. Like, I think next week when we look at this map, we'll all remember what all our shitty drawings mean. Like, I feel like everyone's going to remember that this is the dead birds and that this is
Yeah,
the
I think so.
acorns and such. And, you know, this ain't poop. These are logs. Like, I think we'll remember that because we made it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
This is fun.
Sweet. Yeah. And then depending on what time next week we finish up with this, if we finish up with this, we can do the Delvum thing next week. Otherwise, it'll be the week after. So thank you,
Sweet.
everybody, and I'll see you next week.
All
That's right.
right.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Sounds
Ryan.
good. See you next
Good.
week.
Bye.
Bye.